Hello, collective. Hello, you like my cat? Got this from Bunjalung country years ago. How's it going? How's it going? I'm not sure what's about to happen here. I'm just going to proceed anyway without the perfection, because every time I try to do a reading for you, the resistance is incredible. So, I've got my flowerman's friends. Being a vegan, I don't have fisherman friends, so they're flowerman's friends. Help me get a bit of a nice clear sinusy feeling. The resistance to doing readings has been incredible, my friends. Like, it's not that I didn't want to do readings for you, it's that every time I come to do readings, like, I'll be fine. I come to do a reading and something happens. But if I do manage to do the reading, I feel heaps better afterwards, so I figure I'm supposed to continue. Just let a bit of sage and frankincense through here. I'm giving you a chance to put the kettle on, get your snacks, get your feathered friend or furry friends or whatever comfortable. Probably going to settle in for a while. Just hang out and have a bit of a cosmic conversation, a bit of a look at things through the woo lens. Some frankincense, some myrrh and sandalwood here. Clearing the space. I ask that only good energies enter here. For the highest good of the viewer and the highest good of all, the whole. We'll get into it. I don't think I will start with the I Ching today. The I Ching has been a very strict teacher, and I'm up for that, but I think I'd like to start light. So, I'll just leave that over here somewhere. Yeah. I'm deliberately starting slowly so you can get comfy. Alright, right, we're 2 minutes in, we better get going. Got the angel swords here. Cut away anything not needed. Anything that is incompatible with the highest good of the person who clicked on this video is now removed. Off you go. We're only having good energy here. Highest guidance for the highest good. Okay. And there's that angel sword there by the frog. And let's start with some Titiana cards. Can we please get some clues? Dear Sage, also known as the Most High God or the All-in-All, or I'm not going to argue with your ontology. Whatever your ontology is, I'm okay with that. I think it's all the same thing at the end of the day. So, for the highest good of the person who's clicked on this video, can we please see a Titiana's, yeah, it's Titiana. We've got two Titiana books today, so I don't know if that's significant, the name Titiana to anyone. But I did screen all these decks and books before I started with the Sage and made sure that everything we're using today has got the full 100% go ahead. So the Sage is with us and ready to read through these cards. Okay, whatever comes out, I'm going to take it as uprights because they don't really have reverse meanings in this deck. We'll just do a 9-card spread. Please show the collective. Do we need a framework? Should we do a framework? We better check a framework, like a time framework. Dear Sage, what sort of a time frame is on this reading? Is it a timeless reading, yes or no? Okay, it's 2 no's and a yes, so it's pretty time specific, this reading. Okay, so is this reading for the next week? No. Is this reading for the next month? No. How about the next 48 hours? 2 yeses and a no. How about the next 3 days? Two no's. The next 24 hours. Okay, so it's a 24-hour reading, and it's fairly time specific. So at the time that you get this, which will probably only appear in your feed for probably only 48 hours or something before it gets pushed down in the algorithm. And I'm shadow banned anyway, so if you get this, then it's yours, I'd say. If you feel drawn to this reading, I'd take it. I mean, of course, only as much as resonates. Always check against your own discernment that there may be something here for you if you're into this sort of thing. A lot of people are here in this channel only for the veganism. But for those here for the cosmic readings, we'll get it underway, shall we? So, we're taking all these cards as upright regardless of how they come out, because there's no upside downs, really. All right. Let's have a look and see. I might just focus in on the board a bit more here. You don't really need to see my face. We'll get the cat's head in though. There we go. Let's see, move them back so I've got more space. Okay, I did pull one card before we started collective, and it said to ask for what you want. Lion. So be brave and ask for what you want. Don't be afraid. I think the universe is ready to give it to you. Or at least it would help to clarify your order. I just heard it would help to clarify your order. Did you want beetroot with that? Do you want peanut sauce? Did you want wholemeal bread or rye bread, or would you prefer soft white? Okay, so yes, clarify your order, maybe collective. Ask for what you want to the universe. There might be some details. I mean, obviously you've got to open up to the, you don't want to over specify. You don't want to tell the cook how to cook. But if you're looking for pasta and you get curry, then that's not going to be very satisfying. So maybe don't tell the cook how to cook the pasta, but if you want pasta, ask for pasta, not curry. Alright, this is my cup in the way here. What is on? So what was it? It was 24 hours, I think, that we just heard. Oh, we're 8 minutes in. Let's get on with this. Okay, you've got the rider. So I think that's someone coming to you with a message. I'll have to check that. Oh, you can't see them, can you? Here, I have to show them. Rider. So your first card is the rider. So either you're going somewhere or someone is coming to you. I think it's more that someone's coming to you, but I'll have to check. Oh, and the sailboat. Okay, so there's travel here, obviously. Somebody's going somewhere. Whether someone's coming to you, maybe someone's coming to you and then you're going somewhere with them, possibly. But there's, okay, so there's physical movement here. Actual physical movement is straight away on the board. Maybe just going out for a New Year's Eve party or something like that. What else have we got here? The tower, which is different to the tower in the tarot. Oh, better hold it up too so you can see. I did want to talk to you about something. I meant to talk to you about something in the intro. Anyway, I'll get back to that later. Okay, then we've got the fish, which is money. The Tower in this card is about being watched over. So someone's watching over you through all this movement. And it's a positive kind of what, you know, it's like a protective watching, not a predatory watching. You got money? Okay, the central card. Oh, okay. Okay. You've got the scythe in your position. So it's the end of something for you. It's a death of some sort. You know, I've certainly felt that myself. It's actually the end of the old year. I'm going to say it's the end of the old you. But a cycle is closing out. That is the central issue here, right? You've got the scythe. So it's time to reap. Or, you know, the Grim Reaper is coming. But it could be, you know, for a situation, a cycle. You know, it's like harvesting wheat. But so it is the end and a new beginning is the central issue right here. But that doesn't surprise me on New Year's Eve. I mean, how many of us actually actively use the energy of New Year's Eve for a fresh start in so many ways? But, okay, so that's emphasized for you. And so it looks like there's some money connected to this ending. I hope for you that that's not inheritance money. I mean, nobody wants to actually lose someone close to them unless they're a real pain in the ass. You know, in which case they're not really close to you. Or they might be physically close, but they're not emotionally close. Look, I wouldn't be surprised if it's an ending of someone or something close to you. Just because the money's right there. We'll get more information anyway. We'll see. We'll find out more. But an ending is the central theme here. That the central position in the 9 card spread is you, and you've got death, which doesn't surprise me. I mean, even the reading, you know, death was coming out really strongly in the transmission I did the other night. Just the energy of death. I don't think it needs to be a scary thing. You know, it's sometimes we resist it, we don't want it, but you can't just go on in old stale body situations, patterns forever. Things do get tired and worn out. Like my poor Moomy, she couldn't continue on with a gangrenous leg. You know, she needs a new body now. Alright, so next, what's next? Next to the side. A coffin. Okay, so we could have a physical death here. Sorry if that's someone close to you who you love. So it's definite death energy there, but it's meant to happen. Whatever this is, because the tower is directly above it, it's like, it's God ordained. This is supposed to happen. So whatever happens, just know that it's divinely timed. This message may be for only one person. Like, the messages always come out for someone. They're not for everyone. But if this is you, you'll know it. I mean, you'll probably feel the energy around you. You know, you sense the endings. It doesn't necessarily have to be a sad thing. I mean, it could be potentially the death of an enemy. We don't know that yet. But there's a death here. Look, at the very least, it's the death of 2025. If nothing else, you know, hopefully it's just the death of 2025. But, you know, anyway. The Sage keeps telling me off personally for getting a bit too sentimental about death. you know, reassuring me that it's just a transition to another state. It's not the end of life. It's just the end of that physical body. You know, we miss people when they go if we were close to them. It's a shock. Anyway, let's go on. The blooming tree. So your money is developing well. It's just growing steadily. Is that's... Okay, what's under the scythe, please? Robber mouse. Could it be the death of the robber mouse? That'd be alright. I mean, not that I've got anything against mice, but this is symbolic of someone who's stealing from you. Okay, what else have we got? We've got the mountain, which is overseas. Okay, so this is not apparently, you know, it's not very easy to read straight up this reading. We need more clues. I'll get the book out. So the tower is above the coffin, which means it's fated. Why is the robber mouse between the tree and the mountain? Could the robber mouse be going overseas? Maybe the robber mouse is hemmed in. It's not clear. Alright, I'm going to do a second layer. Okay, above the rider, please. Okay, so it's a long road for this rider. This rider has come a long way, whoever they are. Someone's come a long way to see you, whether that's in the physical realm or just emotionally they've come a long way. Or psychologically they've come a long way. It's been a long road. That's what I'm hearing. It's been a long road. This rider's been on a long road. Let's find out a little bit more about this rider, because they're in the position 1. So that's what's happening first. Rider. Snake the rider symbolizes news on the way. A journey started. The person being read for. So that's you. You're at the beginning of a long road. The card is active and a positive symbol. Okay, so you're at the beginning of a long road. Okay, so it's either that someone is on a long road to come and see you, or you're just at the beginning of a long journey. Now, that wouldn't surprise me with that death there, that this is the end of something for you in the beginning of a long journey. Alright, so, and then you've got the sailboat, which says travel, overseas connections can also mean affairs are moving rather than stagnant. So that's flowing smoothly. Okay, tell us more about this ship, this sailboat. Okay, you've got the dog, which is loyalty. So maybe you're going to a friend or going with a loyal friend, or a loyal friend is on this journey as well, or it's about a journey about being a loyal friend. You have to take it as it applies. Where have we got the dog? A friend or a friendship. So maybe it's a friendship journey. You could be at the very beginning of a very long friendship here. Okay, so whatever's going on, you're at the beginning. Something's just ended or is just about to end. Like this is a clear ending here. We'll get to that. We'll get more clues on that soon. Especially with the coffin right next to it. Don't be too surprised if someone you know passes. I mean, that happens a lot over New Year. I hate to say that. Please drive safely, everyone. Don't take any risks on the road. I've actually lost friends over New Year's. A very dear friend of mine, Billy Rosanna Coconut, died on New Year's Eve in a car crash. So please drive safely. Don't drink and drive. Don't D-U-R-G and drive. I mean, I don't think my collective is like that anyway. You're pretty responsible, lovely, sensible people. So that's probably not you, but you know. A lot of us have memories on New Year's Eve and Christmas of it's actually, like, it's not a celebration time for everyone. There's, because of family troubles and stuff, it's actually an anniversary of difficult times for a lot of people. So let's not make any more difficult memories. Let's drive safely. Make sure, you know, that you've got a party buddy if you're going to the party, and keep an eye on each other. You know, keep an eye on your friend. Keep an eye on your drinks. Don't let anyone who you don't know touch your drinks. Don't accept open drinks at parties. This is a bit of an issue. That's just coming randomly because of other New Year's Eves. Alright, what's over the tower? Yeah, so I've just prompted to give you, probably not so much for you, my collective, because you are such a sensible collective. But, yeah, maybe just remind your friends not to drink and drive or whatever. We don't want to lose anyone. But whatever's happening, this is fated, so you probably can't prevent it anyway. It could have happened already, and that's why you're beginning a new journey. I mean, that certainly happened already for me. Okay, over the tower. I'm going a bit slow today. I hope nobody's in a hurry. Hope the battery doesn't run out. Okay, so we've got the fox, which is a sneaky, like, I'm not mean to be speciest here. These cards carry ancient symbols, so it represents someone sly, not telling the whole truth, but quite clever too, and a bit negative. So the tower is a powerful card, long life or something from the past, someone older, and is regarded as an occult card. I'm going to read it that you do have this sly person in your field who doesn't mean you well, but that you are protected from them by quite a powerful old energy. Your protection is aware of this fox. So it's like they're there, but you've got the eyes on them. There's a watch on them. I actually meant to put a watch in this reading, and it disappeared at the last second. It was interesting. Oh, we don't want... What's that? Noise. My drummers ran out. I guess there was bound to be an ad break eventually. Okay, so so you've got a sly fox in the field, and we don't mean to be speciesist, it's just the symbology. But let's have another look at this tower, actually, a bit more, if I can find it here. So I'm pretty sure that it's like you're watched over. Come on. Tower, please. Here we go. The tower is an occult card. It represents protection from a hidden power or something which is destined. This is also true of the cross. In a simple reading, it means someone or something older from the past. It is also a card which bestows good long life on the person it is next to. So probably it's not you that's going to be dying. You'd probably be happy to know, because you've got a card of long life. So most likely it's somebody else. I mean, it could be I'm just hearing in my head that it could actually be a world event death that changes things. So, you know, when rulers and things go down and there's a change of government or something like that, that still affects us personally. You know, I don't really want to be thinking that someone close to you is dying, but, you know, but that's just honestly what I just heard, that even someone dying who's not close to you personally but can still affect your life. You know, a major political figure, or, you know, like if you've got a big bully in your life or something like that and they die, it could be something like that. It could be someone who you will actually not mind dying, because it's under your protection. So your protection card is here. And actually this fox is next to the death card too. So it could potentially even be the death of an enemy. Or, you know, the death of a sly fox who's been lying to you. That's why it's part of your protection. So that's one possible meaning of it. But whatever it is, this is for your protection. I mean, it's under your protection, or it's destined to happen. Whatever this death is, don't be sad. Like, I mean, of course, if it's someone you care about, you'll be sad. But what I mean to say is there's no blame in the situation. It's meant to happen, whatever it is. It's part of the cosmic protection of your field and your future. So anyway, next to the stars, hopes will come to flower. Next to the mountain. Oh, it is next to the mountain. Okay. Because it's running downwards to the mountain. By the mountain, the card indicates... Oh, no, it's not next to the mountain. It's one away from the mountain. Okay, no, so that's... Beside the coffin. Okay, so it's beside the coffin. An illness looks sure to be surmounted. Okay, so if it's you that's ill, you're going to get over it. Or if it's someone, an older person close to you, they could be getting over it. But then there's the death... Oh, that's confusing. Maybe there's more than one person dealing with death. There could be someone who does get over it and someone who doesn't. You see? Because these two go together in one direction, which means death, physical death. Like kaputs. That's a definite, 3D functional, no more skin suit death. Yet, it's also next to this one, which is you recovering from chronic illness or, like an injury or whatever. So, maybe there's two people who are circling around that energy and one of them comes good, or people, or they could be animals. Maybe one of them comes good and one of them doesn't. Well, I'm not to say to put a judgment on death, but, one of them hangs on to their body a bit longer and stays in this dimension a bit longer, and another one, it's time for them to pass. That's a potential meaning of that. Let's keep pulling cards. When the tail appears in the 9 cards spread, there is a sense that fate will direct the person having the reading. This is sometimes enigmatic, but the Tower is a card you can trust. Okay, so it's really good that that's right there in your reading, like looking over you. And whatever's going on, you've got the money to deal with it, which is helpful to know. Because these things can be... Unfortunately, death is expensive for somebody, for the ones left behind. Okay, so over the money. Clues about the money, please. Whoa! Destined money. This is money from God, basically. I'm just hearing God paycheck. God's giving you a paycheck, as in like a deposit. My hairs on my legs are standing on end. So I just got like God deposit, God paycheck. Like God's gonna give you a like a bonus, like when the government puts a bonus in your account. It feels a bit like that. So God's gonna make a deposit. This is God money. This is God. I'm hearing this is God money for God purposes. Now, I'm not going to argue with your ontology and how you view God, right? I'm not here to be religious. However you understand God, whatever that means to you, this money is from God, and it's for you to do godly works. That's what I heard. So it's a big bonus. I'm hearing bonus. So my arms just started going a bit tingly too. It's like a bonus for you to do godly works as you understand, your expression of the highest good that you understand, that inspires you, that you feel passionate and good about. I'm hearing joy comes with this. Like it's supposed to give you a feeling of joy. This money is supposed to give you joy in doing something that is in true alignment with your purpose, like your godly, your what do they call it? Your destiny, your looking for that right word. Your purpose. I think it's purpose. It's in alignment with your purpose. This money is to do something in alignment with your true purpose, and to enjoy it. I'm hearing enjoy it. You're allowed to enjoy it. Okay, maybe there's some death around the money somehow, and it's saying you're allowed to enjoy the money even if the death makes you sad. And maybe it's to help heal. In some, I'm hearing that one or two of you, the money is to help with some healing, whether it be you or someone close to you. Money for healing, I just heard. So maybe that's why these issues of death and sickness and stuff are coming up. Okay, but God money. This is it. And you're going to like this, I just heard. You're going to like it. Put a smile on your dial. Okay, well, you probably need that with all this death energy around. Tell us more about this death, please. Why is there a death right in the center of the reading? Here I am trying to wish people a happy new year, and you give me death in the middle of a reading. and I don't want to freak people out. Look, dear sage, please explain. Please explain? Oh, a snake. Death of the snake. I think that's good. I'd say that's almost certainly good. Okay, so I'm hearing that there's a few possibilities here. This could be death of a lie, death of your worst enemy, like it could be death of one of your worst enemies, death of a lie, or death of the power of the enemy. It's like this. What I'm hearing is that the snake's head has been cut off. That's what I just got very clearly. I think this protective power here, this protective power, oh my God. Oh, look at this. You can't really see it. My hairs on my legs are standing full tilt on end. Oh my God, it's going all the way down to my leg. Okay, so here's the message. This protection is going to be quite sly and clever, and it's going to cut the head off the snake of your enemies as it cut the head off the snake. Maybe you're even that person. I just heard for a few of you, you are the person who's going to take the scythe and cut the head off the snake. Now, sorry, I don't mean to be speciesist. There's a bunch of animal lovers here. We've got nothing against snake. This is all symbolic. We've got nothing against wildlife. This is the snake of evil intentions. The sly evil intentions. And by the way, that was 34 then when all the cut the head off the snake and everything. So that's 7-7. So that's also working towards your prosperity. It's a very powerful number. Right, so I see how when you cut the head off the snake, your money's going to come through much better. And everything will get moving. Oh my God, this reading was giving me the creeps, and now I feel much better. So it's all good, collective. Cut the head off the snake, whether it's you or this protective energy around you who is, it's like they used to be a sly old fox and they've gone to the good. They've turned good. Someone turned good and they used their things that they learnt as a sly old fox. Sorry, not old fox, as a sly young fox. I'm hearing ancestor. Somebody's ancestor might have been a bit of a, I'm hearing rebel boy. Rebel boy, it's not really a word. Just like a rat bag. Somebody's ancestor was a bit of a rat bag when they were young. Or so there's a protective energy around one of you that's like, they were a bit of a fuck up when they were young. And they did things they weren't supposed to. But as they got older, you know, they learnt the good values. And now they're on the other side and they're going to help you fuck up this snake. Or they're going to do it themselves. Somehow, for some, the snake is actually going to fucking die. Thank God. For some, it's just cutting the head off the lie so the snake bleeds out. Like the snake is symbolic of lies and stealing and, you know, sneakiness and reptilian behavior, very predatory behavior. So if the actual person who's doing this doesn't die, the lie will die. The organization, I'm hearing that the head of the organization is going to be cut and that they'll bleed out, as in symbolically the head of this organization is going down. Their time's up. So, and also so if it's not a physical death, it could manifest in the terms of that we don't fight against people or places or things. We fight against principalities, powers and principalities. So the power of evil in the center of your life has been cut. By New Year's, I'm hearing by the end of New Year's Day, it's curtains for this snake or this lie or the head of this organization. I keep hearing the lie, but I do get that it's an actual real death for someone. But for most of you, it's just the lie is being killed or the head of the organization has been removed. So the head of the snake's been cut. We've got that. I'm repeating myself now. But I did get it very strongly about that this protection has got something to do with the snake's So, all right. Can we please have a picture to go with coffin? Please, more clues about the coffin. The whip. Right. This is working out good. Oh my God. This reading had me a bit nervous at the beginning, but this is all good. Okay. So the whip is gossip, lies, someone who's stirring up trouble for you. So either it's the end of that trouble or that person who's doing that. Either way, problem solved for you. It's a new year. You're going to get to start all over again, you know, with loyal friends. This time, this year, 2026, you're going to have at least one loyal friend who you can count on to be actually loyal. Not to pretend to be loyal, but to be actual loyal friend on the journey. And, you know, one good friend is worth 100 fakers, you know, hundreds of fakers. Okay, so the whip the whips had it. The whip and the snake are. I want to say a really good word for death, but they're gone. Their time's up. They're over. I'm so glad to hear that. I might just read the little thing about whips so we can be a bit more precise. Here we go. Oh, right, I really wanted you to hear this because I opened right on the page. Okay, so you're supposed to hear this. This is a card of strife and quarrels. It stands on its own for troubles and tensions, and the card beside it will specify the area in which these problems will arise. Okay, so the card next to it is the snake. So all these strife and quarrels to do with this snake, it's all going to end now. Out with the old, in with the new, huh? Beside the bird, you could be the victim of gossip if it's the whip. Next to the clouds, mental anguishes. Next to the road, a quarrel will separate you from a friend. You're not next to the road. Besides the coffin, a health scare is imminent. Okay. So, collective, of course, you always need to take care of your own health. This could be a warning of a health scare for you, but I'm saying it's much more likely that if you're the person who's causing all this trouble for you doesn't die, that they could have a major health scare, and that will still have the same effect of killing this whole drama for you. Okay, so that's good. So it's the end of trouble and strife. Thank goodness. You're starting afresh on a new journey with some new friends and a very clever, sly, but sly in a good way, protective energy watching over you. And plenty of money to do your God work, whatever that may be, to follow your calling. Okay. Next to the tree. So what's next to the tree? The tree is growing and blooming steadily and slowly. It's like a Moreton Bay fig tree or something. It's like something solid and healthy and big that provides shade. So this could be your investment too if you're into investing. So the tree, what do we need to know about the tree? Marriage. So, a union, a solid union is possible. Some of you may be tying the knot. Others of you just have a long-lasting relationship. It can actually mean business. Like it tends to be romantic because it's a wedding ring, but it can be contracts. It could be a business partnership because it's next to the tree. So if you've got a romantic interest that feels all in alignment with your different chakras, then it looks like it could be could be a keeper. You might have come across a keeper, this person, and it could be a good business partner or a good business investment. I'm leaning towards more the romance, but the tree does suggest it could be the other way as well. So what do we need to know about the robber mouse? All right, robber mouse. I might have to put the music back on. Clouds. Okay, so the robber mouse is confused. They don't know what to do. So whoever's trying to rob you, they're very confused at the moment. They can't see the woods for the trees, is what I'm hearing. Okay, that's fairly self-explanatory. What do we need to know about the mountains? Which is something big or something overseas or something solid. Something slow moving. Something big, something overseas or something solid. What about it? Why is it here at the end of the reading? Oh, you got the bear. That's just saying you're protected. It's like Mama Bear of the spirit is watching over you. And it's a big one. You've got a big Mama Bear in spirit. Or, you know, someone who functions. Like it could be a boy bear, I guess. But I just heard Mama Bear. I just heard a, like, spirit Mama Bear. They're big, whoever they are. And they're keeping an eye on you. Alright, so that's good. Oh, I'm glad that, you know, it's the death of trouble and the death of evil and the death of gossip and the death of the your enemy. I was getting a bit anxious there. That's reassuring. So, what else can we have some more clues? Let's get some more clues. We'll get some telepathy cards. We'll just keep layering up this, and we'll do it. I don't know how much battery we got left. If I'll just take it. If the battery runs out on this reading, that's where it was supposed to run off. So everything's cosmic here. If the battery runs out, it was supposed to run out. So if that happens, Happy New Year, gang. I don't know how much battery's left. We'll just keep going. I feel like I didn't read for so long. It's like a backlog. I was trying to come and read for you. The resistance was incredible. I don't want to go into all the details. But see, even this morning the resistance started again. I feel much better now that I'm doing it. So I think I'm supposed to keep going. I do actually feel a big release when I get the messages out for you. It's a big relief. Okay, so over the road, the rider, the journey. In position 1, the position of our querent. What else do we want to know about this journey that the querent is beginning with their new year? And they've got one loyal friend apparently. Feelings. Take the time to explore the deep emotions you're experiencing. Oh, well, the beginnings of journey are quite a time, you know, aren't they? I guess it's to savor the flavour of the moment. You know, once you're down the road a bit, you will be filled with all the impressions you had along the way. So maybe I'm hearing like write something in your diary, or write a little note to yourself or whatever at the beginning of the journey about what you're hoping to find. I mean, this doesn't necessarily have to be a physical journey. I mean, definitely for some of you it will be. Oh, actually, I'm just getting... It looks like a storm in the middle of the road on this one, and this one's a road. So maybe if you're going on a long journey, make sure you pack for inclement weather. You might want to pull over if there's a storm. So yeah, I just heard to, you know, just write down a little note to yourself before you begin the year or whatever about where you've come from and where you're at now and what you're hoping to discover on the journey of the next year. Or even the journey of the next 24 hours. If you're going out to a party or some social gathering or something, maybe set your intentions. Or just feel into this. Try and read the field of where this is what I'm being told. I just got it in here in my brain. Read the field of where you're about to go before you go there. Just take that moment to just tune into where you're going before you go. And you might receive a last piece of minute information, like pack your sunscreen or don't forget your toothbrush or something like fairly small like that will be important. So yeah, before you set out on the journey, just take that minute to tune in. If you need to write yourself some notes or whatever, do that. And just check you know, you've got your toothbrush and whatever. But it's not about the toothbrush. It's about the just tuning into where you're going and carrying the energetic signature that you need to be compatible with where you're going. And to acknowledge where you're at. Like, this is an extraordinary thing. Like, congratulations. if you survived 2025, like obviously if you're watching the video you did, like well done. Like for all of you who identify as chosen, pretty much it's been hell on earth for most of the chosen, on and off. From what I can gather, all these snakes and gossips and all this sabotage and everything's been a lot. It hasn't been fun for a lot of you, but it's ending now. It's over. They've had it. They're kaputs. No more. Name. Bye bye. Bye bye gossip. Bye bye lies. Bye bye trouble. It's over. You're done. The robber can't see the wood for the trees, and there's this big bear standing here looking over you. And some, like, wayward ancestor who had wayward days when they were young. It's like they had wayward days when they were young, which gave them a lot of street smarts. And they're keeping an eye on you in regards to this snake that's about to have its head chopped off if it hasn't had already. Oh no, this trouble does not carry through into the next year. Thank goodness. Alright, so maybe just take the time and enjoy knowing that you don't have to carry that with you. That you can travel light and with light. All this heavy darkness can just, be left in 2000. Why do I say 2000? It is 2025. Okay, over the dog and the ship, what do we have? Cherish, protect your relationships well. Okay, now I'm just going to... This comes out as a positive thing, like you have a really positive relationship here that's worth protecting and enjoying. But I kept getting these cards just before Moomy died. So I would like to remind you all that some people are only here for a short time, or some animal friends are here for a short time. If you've got someone you really love, please tell them. Please make the time to tell them, to give them a hug, and to let them know exactly why you appreciate them, what it is about them that you appreciate, what is personal and unique to them and their spirit that you appreciate. Make them feel seen. Because there may not be a tomorrow. That's, usually this is all very positive when you get this, you get told to cherish your very loyal friend here, right? And it is very positive, but I'm just like, when it's over, and you never know when that happens. So if you got something good, cherish it. Things are changing very quickly. But you at least have one good friend here who you can cherish on this journey through 2026. Okay, so to do with the tower, our wayward ancestor who's come good, the sly fox who now works. It's like the biker who becomes bouncer sort of thing, like in a good way. Old drug DRUG dealer that becomes undercover or whatever and starts working for to get the bad people away, like the serious bad people, the ones who hurt children, the ones who hurt animals, the ones who steal and lie and ruin people's lives deliberately. Where are we? Over the seems to need more and more shuffling. We're taking these as upright too. All these cards, if they come out upside down, they're upright. It's not ready to be pulled. Please, over the tower, what do we need to know about this tower fox friend? Your soul is preparing to re-establish trust in the process. Okay, I'm getting that this is they're a deep soul connection, whoever this is, and they're helping you to learn how to trust the process. That's fairly straight up. So they are helping you learn to trust the process of life. It's like moving forward in life. Okay, any clues about this God money? I have to speed up the pace in case we run out of battery. Yes, trust your intuition. So trusting your intuition, like first and foremost, trust your intuition. That every single time is going to lead you to your purpose, and your purpose is connected to your abundance. Like, yes, just trust. Whatever you think it is, it's like, yes, whatever you thought this was, yes. Yes, your intuition, collective. You can trust your intuition, and trusting your intuition is bringing in the bucks for you. It's bringing in the big dollars. Your big dollars are connected to your intuition somehow, whether it's just follow up on that lead or whether you're actually using your intuition somehow in how you make money. I'm just hearing follow the hunch about, you know, like you get a hunch to go somewhere at a certain time to do something, that this leads you to make magical connections kind of thing that bring you money. I'm getting that your intuition, yeah, it's like it's given to you by God. You can trust it, and your intuition is very good about sniffing out the money. Like, it will put you on a lead. Like, you can just trust your intuition in regards to money and purpose. Like, God gave you your intuition for a reason, you know. And once again, we're not arguing about ontology. It's yours. You were given it for a reason. Use it, and it's going to bring you such amazing blessings. Not just physical money, but like, I'm hearing flow, because fishes flow, like they go with the current. So it's going to give you financial flow. Go with, you know, the flow of what your intuition is telling you. If you're feeling a lot of negativity around something, just don't go there. Just trust that, you know. If your intuition says yes, then it's a yes. Your intuition is very good. That's one thing I keep getting for this collective, and it's only a very small collective that clicks on these videos, but whoever you are who's clicking on these videos, your intuition is excellent. Like, that comes through in nearly every reading. Whoever you are, collective, your intuition is really, really good. It comes through in every single reading as a really central part of the message. So please just trust yourself. Yeah, I'm only here to clarify these things for you and only take what resonates. Same with all readers, you know. Okay, what else do we need to know about this snake and scythe, dear sage? Please speak through the intuition cards. Marriage. Oh. So it could be an ex. Your enemy could be an ex. Or if you're with them now, you're about to break up. Maybe someone lied to you here. Okay, I'm going to say for one or two of you, it's the end of a marriage or an end of a union. But I'm getting more that this is like a, for most of you, it's an ex who burned you, basically, who snaked you. And they've been causing trouble for you. And whatever they've been doing, yeah, I'm really getting that this is an ex who's been causing trouble. But it could be the end of the relationship for somebody. You know, if they've basically lied to you, betrayed you, or tried to steal from you, well, there's no going back after that. Once trust is broken, it's pretty, you know, I mean, you'd want to have a good reason to re-establish it. But in this case, there's no going back. There's no going back here. Someone who lied to you, you can't go back to them. If they tried to steal from you, if they tried to lie to you, hide something from you, gossip about you, if they were unfaithful, there's no going back. It's over. There's no repair here. I'm getting that it's basically an ex who is causing this trouble, this gossip for you, causing some kind of trouble and gossip, and it's over. That situation has been cut off at the root, I just heard. They can't get any more energy, I just heard. It's funny, I've written down seer on my description, but I actually get a lot more audio messages ever since I wrote that. Like before I wrote that, I got visual pictures all the time. And ever since I wrote that, I've been getting more audio. But anyway, it doesn't really matter, I don't think. Over the coffin and the whip, please. What do we need to know about that? Moment. Think of a special moment that brought you and your partner a lot of joy. So somebody might have really wrecked a special moment for you. This person tried to destroy your relationship, or there's someone who tried to wreck a relationship. It's over. That situation where they can get in and mess with your relationships, you've put an end to that, is what I'm hearing. You've put an end to their ability to mess with your relationships. For exes to meddle. To, your ex doesn't need to have an opinion about your current relationship, and they, why are they so interested? Why are they gossiping about it? Go and resolve your own issues, kind of thing. Well, it's over. Nobody's going to want to hear about it, is what I just heard. Nobody wants to hear it anymore. Shut up. We've heard all that whinging before. Like, you've been whinging for years now. That's enough. Get over them. All right, this is to your ex, not to you. That's how it's like the universe is telling them, just get over it already. Like, we've heard enough of this gossip, enough of these lies. It's over. We're not carrying that into 2026. What can you say about this union? That this is a union that's developed very slowly over time. See, it's like a fig tree. I mean, that's not a fig tree on the picture, it's some other tree, but I keep hearing fig tree for some reason. Just whatever this is, it's a long thing. Like it a long engagement leads to a lasting marriage, is a line from the I Ching. So it's got something to do with that. Whatever this union is, it's being built up slowly over time and will last a long time, whether it's business or romantic. It does actually say marriage, but it could be a marriage in business. It could even be an investment, really. But anyway, it's got good energy around it. What do we need to know about it? Maze. They're all trees on this card. On these cards, nearly. So, even if you feel lost, there's always a way through the maze. So, okay, so I'm getting like if you've been together for 30 years, what's one bad week? Is kind of what I'm hearing. Yeah. Okay, so, well, if a relationship has got the stuff that's lasting, you will find your way through the maze of any miscommunications or apparent separations. Like, I'm getting a feeling here of two people who want to be together and they can't quite find each other or something. Yeah, I'm just sort of getting a feeling of like two people searching for each other, and they're actually right pretty close to each other, but it's like there's a fog between them. It sort of looks like that in the picture, but it's just reassuring you that you will find your way through this maze. So maybe there's some difficulty in a loyal and long-term relationship whoever that's with, whether it be your marriage partner or your business partner or whatever, and you're a bit confused and lost at the moment. It's like, you'll get through this. This stuff, if it's got the staying power, you know, a few weeks here or there of, you know, looking through the mist trying to find each other, it's not going to matter in the long term. Okay, so what do we need to know about the robber mouse? Robber mouse, robber mouse, robber mouse. Okay, the robber mouse is going to try and rekindle a relationship with you. Don't fall for it. They think, maybe because they I'm being told, because they can't figure out how to fleece you, so they want to come back in and try and re-establish a connection. Like, they basically want to hoover, right? They're going to try and come in and get some information so that they can get on the thread and figure out how to steal from you again. Don't fall for it. You know, okay, these snakes, if they've lied to you, if they've stolen from you, if they've been a source of gossip, if they've robbed from you, you know, like, just don't let them back in. Don't fall for the hoover. And your journey through 2026 is going to be good with just, you know, maybe less friends, but good friends. True friends. Okay, so don't fall for the hoover from the robber mouse. They're going to try and come back in and rekindle the friendship just so they can rob you again. Don't. You can be polite, you can be friendly, don't fall for it. Don't let them know anything. Don't let them know any important details about what you're doing, where things are, what you hope to achieve. Because they're hoovering. About this bear, time. Let time forget those scars. So there's a lot here about the long term and bigger things. It's all like, it's encouraging you to see these troubles which are going on here in the center as just a small part of a much bigger story and journey. It's like, that's just a bad chapter. It's like, close the book on this chapter. And same with if you've got someone who really truly does matter to you, who has been a really loyal friend, and you're feeling a bit lost in the relationship, if they've been loyal, they didn't steal, they didn't gossip about you behind your back, you know, if they stood 10 toes down for you when things were bad, and it's a bit off kilter at the moment, give it time. Just give it time. Yeah, I'm getting that, like, the tide goes in, the tide goes out kind of thing. Don't worry too much. Your true friends, you know, you'll be able to heal any small upsets. Should be able to be healed with true friends. And I'm also getting that from this bear, which is an ancestral protective kind of mama bear energy. I'm just getting like a grandma going, oh baby, this, you know, time will make it better. You know, you'll feel better in a while. That kind of, I'm getting for like, as if a big bear is holding you and hugging you and going, oh baby, you'll feel better soon. Let time heal this wound. Like, you have been hurt. Collective, this is horrible. Like, I don't like these people, whoever they are in your life. These are not nice. This ex is a piece of work. Sorry, I almost, you know, did it F-bombs galore. And this gossip is also a piece of work, and good riddance to them. Whether they're actually, you know, left their skin suit, or whether the situation's just dead, or that, you know, they've finally been sacked or removed from the organisation or left town, whatever that is, it's over. Like, don't bring it into It's like, and sorry, whoever they are, they're a nasty piece of work. I'm getting more than one person here. There's at least 2 people here. And they're nasty pieces of work, and they gossip to each other. One of them's an ex of yours. And they've caused you a whole heap of pain here. And it's just like Mother Bear's just going, oh, baby, let me lick it better. They're gone now. Your daddy bear, your daddy fox, has cut the head off the snake. And that snake is not going to hurt you anymore, baby bear. You just have a nice sleep. You go and have your New Year's Eve party. Come back and have a nice sleep. And, I mean, some of you won't be partying. A lot of you won't because you've got animals and you don't like fireworks and things like that. There's a lot of vegans on this channel. So, maybe you'll be home with your fur babies, whatever. It's just saying time is going to heal this wound. These nasty people have done a whole heap of damage, but and they specifically tried to damage your relationships. And it's saying, if your relationship is supposed to make it through this, it will. In time, it'll come good. And if it doesn't, it's because they lied to you or they betrayed you or hid something from you, tried to steal from you. So you don't need them. If they tried to lie to you, steal from you, hide something from you, whatever, you don't need that. And if they didn't, then you should be able to come through whatever difficulties that these external parties put on your relationship with their gossiping and harassment and all like that. It should be able to just iron out over time. But watch out for the robber mouse who's lost the thread and doesn't know how to. So there's obviously at least 3 problematic people here. But you have also at least 1 really good friend and 2 different ancestors with different sort of skills watching over you. And God's sending in a check to help smooth, to oil the wheels of progress towards your true purpose, to do your God work, which is your intuition knows what that is. All right. If we feel like we're almost finished, I'll just I'll throw a quick coins because it did say to use these books. So we'll quickly just throw a hexagram. Dear Sage, please, before the battery runs out, hopefully, if the battery runs out, then you didn't need it. Okay. A quick hexagram to wrap up this reading, which is a 24-hour reading about New Year's, about approaching 2026. I don't know what title we're going to put on this reading. I'll have to figure that out later. Okay, so we've got 2 heads and a tail. That's the yang line. To help seal this reading for the person, their highest good, who's watching this video, and if you made it this far, congratulations. Thank you very much. And I hope that there's something in here for you. The readings are always for at least 1 person. It's always spot on for at least 1 person. It's rarely for everyone. Usually it's for a few people. Okay, 3. That's a moving yin line. So just a bit of final advice for the person about New Year. So I guess it would be really good. I'm just hearing, do a banishing. Sweep out the old energies from your house. Get your broom out and sweep the floor. And celebrate the fact that there's snakes no more. Whether they're actually dying in the physical, or the lie's dead, or the head of the snake has been cut out of the organisation. It's over. Whether it's physical or just circumstantial, in some way or another, this shit fight is over. These nasty people are not going to be a part of your new year. Okay. they're right in the center, so it's possible they could try something on New Year or at the party if you're going to a party or something like that, but they're not going to succeed. Whatever happens, the snake gets its, one way or another, the snake gets its head cut off. Okay. Oh no, sorry. Gotta get that right. Okay, yeah, so something serious and shocking could happen. Maybe it's not for you, it might be for them. But whatever's about to happen, it's meant to happen. Alright, but it's telling you you're going to have to play it a bit. I'm actually getting an idea it might not be a good idea for you to party just because of this hexagram. But we'll see. Because it's darkening in the light, which is about keeping yourself small and quiet and hidden. Maybe you have to just hold back so the snake and the whip can go out and the robber mouse can go and get their heads cut off and you're not anywhere near the splatter. Why did I get the urge to get up then? I was about to look for something. The darkening day. We'll just read the moving lines. It's basically hexagram 36, the darkening of the light, is about a time when you have to hide your light under a bushel for your own protection. So it may not, if you've got second thoughts about going to a party, then I would pay attention to that, because it's saying it's not a good time to expose yourself. Right? You might be better off having a quiet one. It says your third, I'm just going to read the moving lines, all right? Because that's the basic gist of the whole hexagram is you've got to be careful. There are unfavorable forces around who do not mean you well, or at least they don't care about you. And you're better off not being noticed or seen by them. So the third moving line says, you are in a position to gain the upper hand over someone who has been harassing you. Chance, fate takes a hand in events to your favour, but it will be some time before events settle down in a clear way forward is found. Okay, so that's, yeah, right. That's why you've got this card here about the maze. I think something could happen. If it hasn't happened already, something dramatic could be about to happen to these people and you don't want to be anywhere near it. But I'm getting that, like, you know, like when a big, like when a bomb goes off. I'm not saying a bomb's going off. I'm using it metaphorically, senses. You've got to be careful what you say because everything gets taken in the worst possible way. Metaphorical bomb going off. You know, like the debris is going to just be it's going to explode and there's debris everywhere and it's going to make everything messy around it, which I think it's like a psychological blast I'm getting, but it could somehow put some confusion. Like it might have happened already and it's caused confusion in your relationship, but if it hasn't happened already, it could cause confusion in a relationship that matters to you or to do with an investment or a business partnership. And you feel like you're stuck in a maze and there's all this mist around. It's just the fallout from this blast where the snake, you know, when the snake gets the head cut off and there's blood everywhere, you know, you probably can't see clearly for a little bit. So, but don't be too concerned about that. Your enemies also can't see clearly. I'm getting like, wait for clarity. Like if it's all crazy out there, just stay still and wait for clarity because the dust will settle. And then you can find your way. Fourth line, it says, pushing against a brick wall will not produce results now. Information may come to you. Oh, that could be to do with the writer. Information coming to you. Showing you the thoughts and intended actions of someone acting against your wishes. But all you can do with this information is take a step back for now. Staying close will only result in you being in the middle of the storm when it breaks. Exactly what I was just saying. Right? And this changes when you move, changing, sorry, I'll hold it up. when the moving line changes here and here, it turns into shock, which is hexagram. I'll just write it out quickly. Hexagram 51. And that's 36. It turns into hexagram 51, which is shock, which is basically like thunder. And it says shock is good, but it will be shocking. So the shock works in your favor, but you don't want to be there when, you don't want to be outside in the storm when the storm breaks. So there could be a full-scale drama go down, like with these. They could actually, go against each other, the snake and the whip, potentially, or something happens where they are that just really affects them. I mean, it's possible that even one of their own will die, and that will be shocking. It could just be a dramatic situation, but it's like a whole lot of trouble here, right in the center of New Year's Eve, right? So just stay away from trouble. Yeah. It's saying something's about to go down. Something shocking is about to go down, and you don't want to be there when it happens. Whatever it is, it's shocking, but it will turn out, even if it upsets you or frightens you, it brings something good, because the thunder brings nitrogen and rain. So the thunderstorm comes to nourish the plants, it sends nitrogen to the plants, and it blows all the dead branches off the trees, and it puts water in the soil and oxygenates the river. So shock is good. Like, it does all of those things. It'll bring oxygen, nourishment, emotional flow, all of that to the situation. And it'll make some people cry, I just heard. But that's all for the good in the end. But you don't want to be where the shock happens if you can help it. I mean, you're probably going to feel the shock anyway. But, forewarned is forearmed. It says, if you know there's a shock coming, then you won't spill the sacrificial wine at the altar when the thunder hits, because you're already expecting it. You won't be frightened. You'll be ready for it, so you don't drop the sacred offering. We'll just check it out on this. Let me check the moving lines in this other book here, which has biblical interpretations, because they're good keys to hold on to when you're in the middle of the dark place and you don't know where to go, or you can't see. So if you happen to find yourself not knowing in the middle of the dark place, you can say to yourself this: shall thy wonders be known in the dark? Psalms 88:12. Whatever difficulty or problem may be facing you, know that this will surely pass, which is what Mama Bear's saying. Time is on your... I keep hearing, time is on our side. Yes, it is. Whatever difficulty or problem you may be facing, you know that this will surely pass, and the light, your spiritual joy, will return. So joy is returning. On a journey, you may have to follow a very bad road. You may be shaken up somewhat, but there is an end to the detour. When things are rough and tough, don't act hastily or rashly. Turn towards the light and affirm, victory ahead. Be still and know that I am God. So you can possibly even do your I am thing. 6 in the 4th place. The words of a talebearer are as wounds. So, right, somebody's been telling lies about you, and they've been actually really damaging things for you. But whoever they are, the head of their evil is about to be cut off. It's about to be called out. It's about to be dismantled, taken out, taken down, finished, whatever you want to call it. 6 of the 4th place. The words of the tale-bearer are as wounds, and they go down to the innermost parts of the belly. So yeah, these were deep wounds that these people did, or that they tried to do. The belly in the I Ching in the Bible means the subconscious mind. So they hurt you in subconscious places that you're not even completely fully aware of. So you may need to, process that. You are capable of penetrating into the darkness of the other person's mind. You are not responsible for negative patterns of the other's mind. Turn to the healing light within yourself. Do not get involved. Bless the other and walk on. Right, so someone here is really wicked in their mind and you're not responsible for it. And whatever nasty shit they say to you is don't take it on. They're trying to hurt you deliberately. Don't, take it on. It's not true. Because they're talebearers. They're bearing false witness, which is a sin. I mean, it's just not... Some people don't like Christian language. It's not a good thing to do. It's not going to help you. It doesn't help them. So some ex that's been telling lies about you, they're going to get their comeuppance. Something shocking is going to happen to them. I'm just hearing, pray for your opponents that their judgment may be, that their judgment will be just. As you would pray for yourself, it could be quite shocking, the punishment that's coming to them. And there's obviously some issue here about relationships. I guess whatever happens that's shocking you, that's going to help you clarify who your real friends are. If you didn't know already, I presume by the end of this year you should know who your friends are, because nearly everyone who wasn't took off their mask and showed you they were actually quite nasty. But maybe there's one more revelation, I don't know. So it's about moving into 2026 with people you can trust. I think that's a large part of it. People who are worth cherishing. I'm not taking all these old snakes and whips and robber mouses into the future. So I'm getting that something shocking's happened and you're going to get some new information out of this shock. You may not hear about it straight away. If you don't go out and you're just keeping yourself to avoid the blast, you may not actually hear about the shocking event straight away. You might hear about it later. But it's going to reveal something about somebody. Yeah, I think a karmic's going to try, like an ex-lover might be really wary of an ex-lover trying to come back and rekindle. I wouldn't. They might try to pull the wool over your eyes and confuse you. Your true partner is not going to lie to you, steal to you, or deliberately do hurtful things to you. I think we're just about at the end of this. We'll throw the dice. About New Year's Eve. Somebody loves you. That's the main message here. You do have lots of love all around you. Okay? And it's here to help you heal this horrible thing with those nasty exes and gossips and thieves. Like you've got an ex who's a gossipy snake, and you've got a whip who was trying to interfere. You've got a whip who's basically a gossip and a troublemaker who was trying to wreck things with your person or it could even be your animal. But some gossip and some ex and some robber mouse were trying to mess things up for you with your relationships, with your finances, and then trying to create confusion as well as being confused themselves. They're trying to create confusion. This is all coming to an end. The relationships with people who were true, who were worth cherishing, if they got a bit scuffed up or whatever, just time is going to heal that. If there were only misunderstandings and not deliberate injuries, it will come good. And Mama Bear's just saying, you know, I got you. You know, these people really hurt you, but we've got you now and you're safe now, and it's not coming into 2026. And this is a time where your wounds will be healed. It's like a whole year potentially of just healing those scars. This is a new beginning. And somebody really loves you, collective. I'll leave it there. It's quite a long reading. Happy New Year. What can I say other than Happy New Year? Be well, be happy, be safe, and cherish those who cherish you. And if you're guessing, if you're wondering if they cherish you, then it's not them. There will be no doubt. You only have to look at me, and you know, if you see those videos of me and Moomy, that's what true love looks like. There's no messing around. So Happy New Year and Happy New Love for some of you, and enjoy the money, and enjoy, like, trust yourself. Just what if you only take one thing away from this reading is, once again, my collective who tunes in here have amazing intuition, God-given gift. You've got a gift given to you by God of a very strong intuition, and it's going to lead you to your money. Congratulations. The shitstorm, if it's not over yet, it may have just one last blast. Nothing of this horror show here is coming into the new year. It's all clear sailing after New Year. So good riddance to 2025 and all the thieves, all the PDFs, all the gossips, all the liars. Like, good riddance. You know, it's going to be much more fun without them. Happy New Year, and happy relationships, and happy fortunes, and happy purpose. Have a lovely time, my friends. I'll catch you on the next round.